It's in the game.
If you over the age of 18, only 30% of your money that you get over $100 is for your fund. If you're under the age of
What the fuck? No pass.
Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on last year's national champion, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Michigan's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam! Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a space. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fleming. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. Might be changing the route. Moore to the air. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt. so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
They go to the ground. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. With the catch, it's Hills. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Got a little space. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Here's a heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Quarterbacks need... And when they're in the pocket to complete throws, that QB had no shot after taking that.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Moore will throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. On the run, still looking. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Finds a seam. Inside the touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. Eastern Michigan going fast.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. At the 40, there he goes. Sprinting away. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
This quarterback is so good at... When plays break down, when things aren't perfect, he has the ability to buy time, use his athleticism, and torch a defense, and he did it right there with his legs.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Moore to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Fleming. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the ground game. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Trying play action. Rushes on him. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You got to give the defense a ton of credit there on third down, able to force that incompletion on an absolute bomb. You can see why defensive coordinators get nervous facing this quarterback. He has tremendous arm talent. He threw that thing more than 60 yards in the air. But the defenders on the back end stayed in position, made sure there wasn't a catch. That was a fantastic play defensively.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got a man, it's Hills. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll be stopped. Out 2 yards short of a first down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the returner will be brought down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Eastern Michigan, 10.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking to the big tight end. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. There he goes. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Now the play fake. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that faith. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the screen. Inside the 30. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. He wants to change this route. Moore will throw. Got it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. They'll try to power it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Michigan.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kick off. has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Scanning the field, it's Marshall. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain. And he couldn't hold on. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. The sure hands. It's Marsh. All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. It's caught. Touchdown, Michigan. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense. The half, but the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 7 over Western Michigan. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. It'll be third and long. To the air, it's Marshall. Pocket breaking down. On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Looking to throw, it's Marshall. Under fire. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Caught over the middle. It's Lang. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw for it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Moore to the air. Finds his big tight end. Got enough space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. He'll keep it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Eastern Michigan, 10.
He'll bring it out. It's Hill. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Second down, he'll throw it. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Michigan. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hills. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. To the ground with the bat. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Brings up second down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll put in play from the 41 on 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Touch pass on the run. Turning it on. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.